What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today we have Yveltal Break spread deck with Forbidden Shrine from Celestial Storm versus ZoroPod. Not too many exciting new cards from the new set, but ZoroPod is still a tier 1 deck going into Worlds format as far as I'm concerned. And Yveltal Break is a cool deck that we saw pop up at NAIC. Mostly one prizers, and it focuses on spreading damage and then possibly going in with an Espeon EX for the evolution at the end of the game for a big turn of taking multiple prizes. Forbidden Shrine, which is a new stadium card, works really well in this deck. It puts 1 damage counter on all EX and GX Pokemon between turns, so after each turn, as long as the stadium's in, the damage counter is being placed on every GX and EX, so really cool. I'm always a fan of spread cards, so definitely excited to see how this works out. Really close games ahead of us, so let's get right on into it. We have myself with Yveltal going first. I start Coco, which is really great. Now I'm not playing any Tapu Lele GX this deck. I'm not playing any draw support, all aside from the Oranguru. No Pokemon draw support, so that Oranguru and a high supporter count is what we hope gets us through. I go with the Max Elixir there, Instruct, Attach, and Cynthia. You'll see I had the Forbidden Shrine in my hand, but I chose not to play it down because right now it would be doing me no good. Knowing ZoroPod plays 2 or 3 Parallel City, as well as 2 or 3 Field Blowers, it could have just got wasted really easily, so I'd rather save it. So I Cynthia, 2 energy on the Yveltal, turn 1's really great. I play those items, those tools down pretty sparingly. Like I don't really care about them too much at the beginning of the game, just because if she wastes Field Blowers on them, that's a Forbidden Shrine that might live for an extra turn. So the tools are important, but I'm playing 2 Choice Bands and 3 Float Stones, so not the end of the world if we lose one. So she's going to Lele for Bridget, for Zorua. I believe the one of the Zoruas was already benched, so the one Zorua was already on the bench. So probably another another Wimpod, unless the Wimpods are all prized. That's probably what she's checking now. I imagine if there were other Wimpods, it would have gotten slapped down, or she might be checking for Guru. Okay, she's just going to get 2 Zoruas, leaving a bench spot open. Not a bad idea. So remember, guys, sometimes these decks, it's the first time we're playing with them. ZoroPod, definitely not the first time we're playing with it. But Yveltal Break, definitely new to me. Forbidden Shrine is new to us as well. So she'll just wimp out to the Lele. I hit another Max Elixir, which is hitting that Max Elixir is nuts, because in the few days of testing I did with this deck before we recorded a match, I was just not hitting Max Elixirs at all. I didn't even want to run the card. It just felt like 4 dead cards. So I have an Yveltal ready to go into Yveltal Break, but no use yet, because Yveltal Break puts 30 damage on everything on your opponent's bench that already has damage on it, and none of it has damage yet. We're really looking for a DCE here to spread with Coco. So I'll Ultra Ball away the Mewtwo and a Guzma, I believe. The Mewtwo isn't any help. The way this the Yveltal Breaks proxies printed out, they are not sideways like breaks, so I don't want you guys to get confused. That is an Yveltal Break, it's just a proxy. Play that down, Instruct for 1, and pass. So I played down the Shrine just to get it out of my hand, because I really wanted to see if I could hit the Coco. Oh, okay, I didn't pass. Okay. So I'm going to hit into this Lele for 150 and then an extra 10 from Shrine. So that's actually a really, really nice chunk of damage. Yeah, I thought it was a little iffy at Coco active for a Ritus beating. So definitely good I didn't pass there. So the Lele only has 10 damage, 10 HP left. So if Forbidden Shrine is out for one more turn, that Coco is a free 2 prizes. This deck normally does not get early prizes. Usually takes a little bit to spread some damage around and get going. I thought about doing counter energy with this deck, but I don't know. Having a lot of dark energy is nice because you can play Max Elixir, and then also because you can Oblivion Wing them from the discard onto other Yveltals and spread your resources around. So no counter energy as of now in the deck, but it's definitely a thought since we're usually going behind. So we see Rainbow Energy, Evolve Golisopod. I'd imagine she's looking for an Acerola here. At the time of this video, we were playing Acerola in our ZoroPod. Since then, we have changed to Max Potion in place of the Acerola. Highly suggest that. Much better for tempo. So she's gonna Guzma up the Guru. She sees that that's the only way I'm drawing cards outside of supporters, and brings it up for the first impression knockout. Lele is knocked out between turns by the Forbidden Shrine. The Zoroarks and the Golysopods each take a damage counter. I forgot to take my prizes for the Lele getting knocked out between turns, but I think I catch that while I'm shuffling up for this N. Yeah, I'm like, oh wait. I'm not supposed to get that many cards. So I didn't actually draw the cards. I looked at my prizes and saw, wait, I'm supposed to draw 4 and there's 6 prizes. So N, shuffle, draw 4. I had a Cynthia in my hand. If I had realized I was only going to be drawing 4 at the time of playing the supporter, I would have played Cynthia. So I'll use Baleful Knight, 120 to the active, actually 150 because of Choice Band, and 30 to everything with bench damage already, and Forbidden Shrine pings in between the turns. This damage is adding up quickly. So a third Zoroark GX comes down. Trade. So you can see my deck isn't really doing too much board wise. Like I just have a Coco and an Yveltal. But it really gets a lot of damage going. So she cross and cut GXs after getting rid of my Forbidden Shrine. I really like this play. I think it's the only play to make, really. You gotta get rid of that Yveltal break. But I immediately get another Shrine. And all I need is any energy that's in my deck to attach to this Coco to Flying Flip and continue spreading damage. And I'll be taking 2 prizes off of that Golisopod on the bench if I get a Flying Flip. So I get a DCE, I attach it to the bench one, leave the 1 basic dark energy there for later, just to make my odds better. I'll attach the Choice Band to make this Zoroark at 60, so a Devolve play is in the works. And that Golisopod's knocked out in between turns from Forbidden Shrine. 2 more prizes, 2 to 4. It's looking pretty good for me. She is not playing enough healing cards that she can, like, heal everything, so she'd have to fill up her bench, Parallel City, get rid of one of the Zoroarks, Acerola, the other one maybe. which is definitely possible. She could also just end me to a really bad hand since I have no Guru left. Well, Guru's in the discard, I should say. I am playing 2 Rescue Stretcher, I think, in this deck. No, I'm playing 1 Rescue Stretcher, 1 Super Rod. And I haven't played them yet. I don't know if they got discarded along the way, but I imagine at least one of them's left, so Guru could come back. So here's the double puzzle. That active Zorak does have 60 damage on it. That dice is pretty hard to see. I'm gonna start using, I'm gonna start, like, looking at which die are better to see through the camera for the next set of videos we record. And, we'll try to make them better, we'll try to use dice that are visible for the camera. So, she ends up ride speeding and knocking out that Coco. So she enhanced hammered the energy earlier on. So that enhanced hammer kind of ended up being a wasted card that I guess she could have traded away instead. I don't think it matters too much because what else is she going to enhance hammer right now? But still definitely a misplay. She should have just held on. So here I win because of Espeon EX, but wait, Espeon EX is prized. So I have to hope that I can get through the game without Espeon EX, even after I set up that really nice play. I would have taken 3 prizes with all that damage on the Zorarks. So I'm just going to go Flying Flip and Forbidden Shrine damage. And I have a Hoopa. Let's see what's going to happen. I think the plan here is this Coco gets knocked out. That Golisopod should have 2 on it instead of 1. It kind of moved when she attached the energy. We'll probably catch it. I'll make note of it if it actually matters, the damage. So there we go. So she knocks out the Coco. I Oblivion Wing, put 30 energy onto the Hoopa. The only thing on her side that can attack the Hoopa is Guru. So I might be able to just get away with swinging 80 and trying to replace shrines. I think this is my 3rd out of 4 shrines, so I should have 1 left after this gets removed, unless I missed one somewhere along the line. There goes the Parallel City, and we'll expect a Ride of Speeding there. So she goes down to 2 prizes. So do I send up the Break, or do I send up the Hoopa? I send up the Hoopa. I might have a Guzma in hand? Yeah, I have a Guzma. So that's why I send up the Hoopa, because I want to Hoopa something up in Oblivion Wing and then hopefully, like, stall it up there, maybe, while I attach energy to Hoopa. Espeon EX being in the discard just really put a break on my plans. Not the discard, the prizes. Espeon EX was the win condition there, and it was prized. It sucks, but never should you be running more than 1 Espeon EX. Even for situations like this, you just take them. It just happens. Can't really do anything about it. So Oblivion Wing put an energy onto my Hoopa on the bench. The Golisopod goes up to 50 damage. Parallel City is in play, so it'll be doing less damage to me. She has another Zorark. I believe there's still 1 shrine left that I can get in the deck. So there's no way that my Yveltal Break gets KO'd this turn. And then from there, she can't win the game without killing my Hoopa with Aranguru or decking me out. So double puzzle, she's getting Acerola. Not getting Acerola? Okay, Acerola Rainbow, I think I saw. Rainbows for Guru, that makes sense. and Guzma up the Hoopa. Oh, that Arn Guru is at 30 HP. If only it was 30 damage, I'm sorry. If only it was 40, I could kill it with a Hoopa attack. So she's going to resource manage probably just 3 puzzles. She resource manages 2 puzzles and a Guzma. And I believe in between games I'd tell her to just oh no, I don't think there's enough puzzles in there to double puzzle for a puzzle and something else. I think she was missing a puzzle, that's why she had to do. So yeah, correct play there. Put 2 puzzles and Guzma. And right there, sorry about the camera cutting out. The camera stopped filming for a second there, but I just drew attached to, hang on, let me rewind this for a second. What did I do here? So I attach energy and pass, and I think when the camera cuts out, she resource managed and we didn't notice that the camera stopped recording. Okay, yeah, so that's exactly what happened. So I draw, attach, pass. She resource manages. I believe she healed one of the Zoroarks. Yeah, she heals the Zoroark with 110 damage on it right in the middle there, and you'll see it doesn't have the damage anymore here because she Acerolled it and put the Zorua down, the one on the bench near the deck. And then I think she's just going to resource manage again from here. And the turn in between that, I attached another basic dark to my Yveltal and passed. So got you caught up there. Sorry about that. If you've been watching this series of IRL videos, my camera stops recording like every 15 minutes or so for no apparent reason. Battery's charged, SD card has plenty of space. I don't know why, but it does it. I checked, there's no auto shut off or anything. So she resource manages 3 cards to the bottom again, probably double puzzle and something else because I don't think there's other puzzles in the discard pile. I think she had like 2 as her last prize or 1 as her in her last 2. So here I get to knock out the Aranguru. Really nice. Still don't get the Espeon EX. Oh, wow. Still don't get it. The last prize is Espeon EX. So here, her deck has enough in it now that she doesn't have to resource manage at the very moment. She'll probably be getting Oranguru back again eventually just because Hoopa is my last Pokemon and she has, after she knocks out Yveltal Break, I'll have Hoopa and she'll have 1 prize. So she will have to deal with the Hoopa, and Guru is the way to do that. My deck's pretty small, so she can probably just deck me out from here. I know that. I was just hoping Espeon EX would be that prize. It wasn't, so I Super Rod here, maybe biding myself some more time. Let's see what Yveltal Break can do. Not sure if I have any Guzmas left. I'm playing 3. I know I discarded 1 earlier with an Ultra Ball, and I used 1 a few turns ago to Guzma up that Golisopod and Oblivion Wing. So here I Baleful Knight, and I put 30 on the 2 bench Pokemon with damage. That Golisopod is really, really low. So here my Yveltal Break is gonna get knocked out. So she trades. Probably just wants to make sure she can get to the bottom of her deck, maybe? Oh, there's the puzzles. Okay, so she's fine. Yeah, she has 4 Zoroarks, so she can just draw her whole deck whenever she wants to. So she's getting the Guru. The Guru's safe now since Yveltal Break is going to die, and an Enhanced Hammer to get rid of... Oh my gosh. Just taking away any possible win condition. Riotous Beating. I top deck a Sycamore. Let's see. Is there a way out here? I can attach and pass, and then if I top deck a DCE, I guess I can start swinging, but she's gonna start resource managing, and she can just say a roll loop from there. So she trades for the last 2 cards, which are double puzzle. So she did oh, the puzzles were in the deck. That's why she couldn't resource manage the other puzzles. So that's why she kept resource managing 2 puzzles at a time. I think the other ones were like in her hand, or yeah, they were in her hand, and then she would draw into 2 more and use 2, and she wasn't using 4 at a time because she didn't really need to. So she's double puzzling. She wants to attack with the Guru, but she also can't attack with the Guru for damage just because she has to resource manage or she loses. And she's gonna grab an enhanced hammer back. So Acerola, send up the Guru. Let's see. She doesn't bench the Zorua, because if I have Guzma DC, I just win off of that. And I think she put back Acerola on the top, and then double puzzle underneath. Again, I probably would just do a triple puzzle there. I think you always just triple puzzle. But then you also have to trade into it, and what if you don't have something in your hand you want to trade away? You're trying to keep a few other resources. So yeah, Acerola double puzzle might be fine as well. Cynthia, looking for that DCE. I think I see the DCE in my hand. There it is, but I know she has enhanced hammer, so I have a Guzma in my hand, so I think I'm just holding on to it. And this gives her the opportunity to just confuse me with whatever that Guru's attack is called. I think it's profound something, maybe 60, and I'm thinking, even if I flip heads I lose because she just 60s again. So I should have attached that DCE and hit 80 and just let her enhanced hammer it, but I don't think anything could have even happened. So there I flip over the Espeon EX, and we're on to game 2. I'm just going to pause for a second here. So game 1, nothing like game breaking that either of us messed up on. Prizing the Espeon EX was really rough for me. Espeon EX is like how you win that match most of the time. Like you saw, I had so many opportunities where Zoroarks and Galisopods had 60 or 70 or more damage on them, and just a miraculous shine would take multiple prizes for me. At the end there, if one of my last 2 were Espeon EX and I drew the right one, I would have won because Galisopod had like 110 on it or something. But I did not. It was the very last prize. That's kind of what cost me there. She was resource managing really well with Guru and just played the game how you have to play it. If I hit the Espeon EX, I hit it. If I don't, I don't. And she did everything she could on her side of the board. There was 1 or 2 times where I would have considered parallel citying myself as a ZoroPod player to remove damaged Pokemon. She didn't, and it worked out. So yeah, let's see how game 2 goes. I am going first, and I start Coco Yveltal. So let's see, we have an Ultra Ball for Coco, an energy attached for turn. I think I have a Sycamore hand. Yeah, I have a Sycamore hand because I Ultra Balled away a Shrine, and you never want to do that. So we'll Nest Ball for another Yveltal, and I believe a Max Elixir is coming up. So can we get another turn 1 2 energy Yveltal? We whiff that Max Elixir. Running 10 basic dark in this deck, a lot of room is allotted for energy, and I whiff another max elixir, 2 back to back. This is exactly what I was talking about. I hate max elixir in this deck. This never loves me. So we'll see her start Wimpod and Fairy Lele. The Fairy Lele is there to combat Rayquaza GX, which is weak to Fairy. But here she can also use it to attack into Hoopa if I decide to put Hoopa down and play that game again. So she Sycamores, looks like she played a Bridget, so good turn for her. Wimps out to the Fairy Lele, keep Wimpod safe and get it ready for a first impression possibly next turn. Cynthia. I can just hope for a DCE here. I want a flying flip. But I don't think I hit the DCE. This deck is really relying on hitting DCE, unfortunately, because you need those early flying flips. So I'm just gonna retreat out to a baby Yveltal, Oblivion Wing, and pass to her. No energy attachment for the turn at all. That's really rough, especially after missing 2 max elixirs. So we see an Ultra Ball getting rid of a Rainbow, and I didn't quite catch what the other card was. Let's rewind real quick. So she's Ultra Balling away. Definitely the Rainbow, and I think maybe a Parallel? Yeah, Rainbow and Parallel. Grabbing the Zoroark GX there. Let's see what's going to happen here. So, looks like she might have 2 supporters in hand, or a supporter that she's not sure if she wants to settle for. Yeah, so she's going to go for N. Always play your N. 99% of the time you play your N before trade. If like a Guzma would like be game breaking, maybe you trade and see if you get lucky and hit the Lele or the Guzma, but you usually just want to play your draw supporter and build off of the hand with the trade after you draw cards from your supporter. So N gets another Zorua Float Stone. Let's see what gets traded away. Looks like she's eyeing up the... Okay, so she Field Blowers and then trades away the Rainbow Energy, Evo Soda. So get the Golisopod. I like that she doesn't go for the Zoroark here. She gets the Golisopod. You don't really need more trades here. You're not knocking out this baby Yveltal no matter what you get. So get the Golisopod, get your other attacker. This Zoroark GX you have is going nowhere. Maybe later on she'll need the extra draw power, but as long as you have a draw supporter in your hand, I think it's fine just getting the Golisopod. Like I said, there's nothing she immediately needed with trade. And as we saw last game, getting that Crossing Cut GX on the Yveltal break really stopped me from spreading around some more crucial damage. So I get a nice turn with Forbidden Shrine being played down and Coco Flying Flip. So that's 30 damage on all of the GXs and 20 on the other 2. She evolves that Zoroark GX after passing of turn, so it doesn't have the Forbidden Shrine damage on it. And there's a third Zoroark GX, so she's good to go here. Get rid of that Mew EX. It's really not good at all against my deck. Trade, trade, trade. She just needs one basic Pokemon, and this Coco is knocked out. She also has to worry about benching another Pokemon, because she doesn't want me to get that much value off of Flying Flip with just one Coco. So she definitely wants to kill this Coco. So she's double puzzling, looking at her discard. So I'm thinking maybe she doesn't have any other way. She gets a Field Blower and a Bridget. But she already used a supporter here. Okay, so she got the Bridget to discard it with Ultra Ball. I guess there weren't many other choices. I can't exactly see her hand, but that just doesn't seem like a very good play. But the Field Blower I completely understand. I guess she didn't have anything else she wanted to Ultra Ball away. I see the Enhanced Hammer in her hand. She could have Ultra Balled blank card and that instead of blank card and Bridget. I definitely would have preferred that over double puzzle for Ultra Ball fodder and a Field Blower. But since she was going in with double puzzle for the Field Blower, possibly there was literally nothing else useful, and she figured, well, I'll just get Ultra Ball fodder because I need to get rid of this Forbidden Shrine. She might have overvalued getting rid of the Forbidden Shrine there. We'll see if using those double puzzles early comes back to bite her. So I have a pretty slow turn. Just replace the Forbidden Shrine, Coco Flying Flip. A lot of energy getting spread around. Let's hope Espeon EX is in the deck this time. So, Acerola, the Zoroark, there goes my beautiful damage that I spread around. Puts down a Zorua, Forbidden Shrine damage, procs in between turns. Luckily, she did not remove that this turn. Also, to note that's really bad for me, she didn't have to use any Lele GX this game so far. And Lele is a really nice, just kind of what you take for granted with playing Yveltal Break Shrine. That you're like, oh, they're gonna have a Lele, so Shrine will hit that at least. But he does not have Lele down, so that's an extra GX Pokemon I could be spreading onto that I'm not right now. I Guzma up Golisopod, and I'm gonna go for an Oblivion Wing here. And of course, Forbidden Shrine puts a damage counter on the Golisopod and each Zoroark GX. Put my Yveltal Break up to 2 energy. So right here, I want to hope that she doesn't cross and cut me. But with 2 Zoroarks, a Zorua that could be a Zoroark, and that large of a hand, I just have to assume that I'm going to get Guzma cross and cut here. She thinks about double puzzling. She sees her deck is low. She decides not to. She'll just trade instead. Yeah, no reason to double puzzle there. You might need to get back your energy for resource management. Or I could just knock out the Guru and then the game's pretty much over if she doesn't have a way to get it back. But I believe she is playing a Rescue Stretcher, so she would be able to get the Guru back, but still, you don't want to use double puzzle. Just trade into your Guzma. So she got there. Oh, and here's the Parallel City. So she got rid of, I think, just a little under 100 damage combined with removing that Lele and the Zoroark GX. And crossing cut my Yveltal Break, which was like my last hope. Really just ran through my board right there. And in the meantime, healing off 2 damaged Pokemon from her bench. Even if I got an Espeon EX right here, I would only be knocking out the Zoroark GX on the bench. The Golisopod only has 50 on it, and the active is completely free of damage. So I hit a Max Elixir, then Evolve, then Choice Band, attach for turn. I'm sorry, did I have 2 max elixirs this turn? Let's do a little rewind here. So I had 1 on it already. I Super Rod and then Ultra Ball. So I Super Rod 2 energy back, Ultra Ball the Yveltal Breakout, and then Max Elixir. Hit the Max Elixir. And then attach return, Yveltal Break, Choice Band, boom. Struck for 3. No Forbidden Shrine. That's okay. So we get the Baleful Knight for 150 plus proc. Oh no, I'm sorry, no Forbidden Shrine. So just 150 and then 30 on everything on the bench. So now we're looking good. Right now, Espeon EX clears her board of everything but Guru. She has herself Parallel City locked. So, huge comeback for me there. It was crucial that I Super Rodded, then Ultra Balled out the break. Didn't evolve it, then Max Elixir, hit the Max Elixir, then evolve it, attach Choice Band. Since a break is an evolved Pokemon, you can't Max Elixir to it. I wanted to make sure I had it and more energy. That's why I Super Rodded first and then yada yada. So she's gonna double puzzle here. She cannot one-hit this Yveltal break. Guaranteed, no way in her deck that she can one-shot it. Her only out is Cross and Cut GX, which she has already used this game. So she double puzzles Acerola, Field Blower. We're probably seeing Resource Management this turn. I have to imagine we're seeing Resource Management this turn. We're not seeing Resource Management this turn. Huh. Okay. So if I can get a Guzma float, I can get rid of this Guru. So huge misplay from her, I believe. Unless she has a Stretcher and another energy that she's confident she can get whenever she wants, then she can just get the Guru back in a heartbeat and go with the game. She won't deck out. But if I would feel really good about the game here if I knocked out her Guru with how thin her deck is and she just used all of her puzzles. So she got back Acerola, Field Blower, got rid of my Choice Band, and getting rid of the Choice Band did absolutely nothing. So definitely a misplay there for the Field Blower. Probably should have been an energy. And getting the Acerola was good though. She healed the Zoroark. So I think she thought that Baleful Knight did 100, so misread on her part there. Which is why I think she got rid of the Choice Band. So I have another Yveltal break almost set up on the bench that I'm just kind of doing in the background there while swinging Baleful Knight. She's going to kill this Yveltal break, but the one on the bench can only take one more hit. It's already pretty heavily damaged with 100, I believe. So Riotous Beating on the active, yeah, that third bench Pokemon was all she needed. It'll do 80 now, 80, 86, 160, and Yveltal has 150. So Ultra Ball, wait, Ultra Ball, Choice Band. She won't be needing Choice Band. Might just be looking through her deck with it. I don't think she's even getting anything. Just making sure she knows exactly what's in there. Sorry about the camera skip again. Classic camera. We did miss a turn again here, so I'm so sorry about this, guys. Thank you for powering through this with me. So we go from here. Riotous Beating on the active Yveltal break, and she goes down to 2 prizes. I promote the other Yveltal break. I attach an energy, and I Baleful Knight. Also spreading, so the board Does not change much except that Guru gets knocked out. I go down to 3 prizes now, so I'm feeling really good because she doesn't have Guru left and she has a thin deck. She goes Ride Speeding as the return, and it looks like I have no board. Looks like I have no board. But she's pretty much out of resources. She used 4 puzzles. She used Guru. He's out. Cynthia. Let's see what I can do. I pass. Her deck is really thin. I don't even think she can fill up her board. I think her deck is 2 cards. So she Riotous beats. She might be out of Guzma's. Riotous beat 80. Guru has 120. I Ultra Ball. I have Espeon EX. I have Espeon EX. And 1 card in my deck. If I didn't have to Ultra Ball for that Espeon EX, if that Espeon was something I drew up to Cynthia instead, and something else was in my deck, I'd have 2 cards in my deck and maybe a chance at this game. So I Guzma up the Lele, and I Miraculous Shine. I take 2 prizes. I go down to 1 prize. The Wimpod and the Zorua are out of here. She draws. She has 1 card left in her deck, guys. 1 card left. And no Guzmas. No Guzma. 1 card. And I have 1 card. If that Espeon was in the Cynthia, I would have had the game. She has no way to get it back because I knocked out her Guru. She used her puzzles. Everything's gone. All she has to do is pass. I pass. She... Actually, no. She passes and I draw my last card. So yeah, pass, pass, pass. I deck out before she does, and she wins. So, as you can plainly see, super grindy matchup. Game 1, she used her puzzles and her resource management from Guru really good, really well. Game 2, not so much. Used the puzzles at really inopportune times, in my opinion. Got things that she didn't really need with them, and also allowing the Guru to get knocked out without a guaranteed way to get it and an energy back to cycle your deck. Almost cost her the game there at the end, but I did deck out 1 card before her. Super close ending there, guys. So that one will end in just a 2-0 in favor of ZoroPod. Definitely try out this Yveltal Break Forbidden Shrine deck, though. Maybe if I hit a DCE or one of my Max Elixirs earlier in Game 2, we would have saw Game 3. A lot of close calls there for both of us, for sure. Thanks for watching. Comment and let me know what matchups you want to see in the Worlds format. I'm trying to keep it strictly competitive. No fun decks, mostly tier 1, tier 2, maybe a couple rogue creations that I make that I really think have a shot at succeeding at Worlds. Super excited for Worlds and the Open. If I don't make day 2 of Worlds, I'll be there the whole weekend. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching once again. Make sure to follow me on Twitter so you can know when I upload, in case you don't subscribe on here. If you don't already and you have a YouTube account, for sure subscribe to get updated. Trying to upload a lot of competitive content here, and August 2nd, when Celestial Storm drops on PTCGO, I'll be back to streaming on Twitch. Again, Celios_network, gonna be streaming a lot when Celestial Storm comes out. Also, don't forget to check out flipsidegaming.com and use my coupon code Celio, all caps, for 10% off of your next order. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time here on Celios Network.